What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Like always, I am your favorite Liberian boy, Fizzle. In today's video, we are at Too Easy's headquarters. Should I say Too Easy's headquarters?
The Too Easy crib.
The Too Easy's crib. That's where we're at right now. And I am opportune to interview the brains behind this operation or this brand. So shortly, we'll be asking him a couple of questions about, how he started, where did the idea Too Easy come from, and, what are the future plans for Too Easy. With that being said, let me just throw the ball in your court. Please introduce yourself to my audience.
Hello, audience. My name is Jack. I'm a Liberian, I believe.
Yes.
Even though some other guy for me, they say,
What?
I'm not Liberian, I get fuller name. Originally, my parents are from Guinea. My mom is from Sierra Leone. My dad is from Guinea. But I was born here, like all of my siblings.
Yeah.
Right here, I got 3 siblings, all boys.
Okay. Did you school here?
Yeah, fully.
Okay.
Yeah, never live anywhere else. Born in Looking Town, lived there for 27 years.
LT City.
LT City, of course.
Okay, so let's go into the very first question. Apart from me asking you to introduce yourself, how did you get into clothing?
A tricky one. Really, people that know me before now always knew that I never had time for clothing. If you know me personally, you know I'm not the one that put the swag together, of course. But just, I thought we could create something that could inspire a whole generation. Of course, I'm speaking of my generation that we're living today. And when the whole idea of Too Easy came about, and then the recommendations started coming here and there, can you put this in the clothing? Can you do this and do that?
But how did the idea of Too Easy come up?
So basically, me and a couple of friends used to use it as just mere joke. When somebody says something, just say Too Easy, and in fun. But it mostly was just fun.
Well, you as an individual, you are a very, very easygoing guy.
Yes. So some people actually believe that we named the brand Too Easy because of me, but
because of you.
No, at times I can be rough.
I mean, it's something to believe. If that would have been the history behind it, I would have definitely said yes.
It got another meaning, but anyway, anyhow, people. That's why they say brands. You do not control how people see your brand.
Yeah.
It's just about whatever they think. So if you think the entire brand is me, then fine. If you're buying it because of me, that's great. But I want you to buy it because of the true purpose of Too Easy, which is to inspire people to be able to believe in themselves and believe that the future can be easy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's basically everything about Too Easy.
Is that the slogan, or that is
the slogan?
motto?
Is be different.
Okay.
Believe that things can be different for you and things can be good. Here's the thing. If you grow up in a community that's very toxic, slummy, everything, what happened there is the chances of succeeding is very low.
Very.
So for you to break out, you have to be completely different from the people within the environment.
Yeah.
And that helped me to grow up. And I believe, and I believe that whoever can play themselves in that situation of doing things differently, it always yield to good results.
The next question I want to ask you is, why do you think there is a sudden outburst of clothing line in Liberia? There are a couple.
Yeah, there are.
You guys started a long time ago.
Okay, yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah.
We are leading the revolution, of course.
Yeah,
called the they call it 001. We are trying to launch a campaign very soon. It's called the 001, the prototype, which means we created this and now people are living in our world. That's why.
A whole movement.
That's why we refer to Too Easy as the Republic of Too Easy, which is everybody you see today. They are part of us and they are citizens, of course. So I think Liberian people wanted to have their own, so it was very easy for them to accept something good. Before us, there are so many people that are into clothing anyways, especially streetwear. But what they did was they just take catchy words, they put on any t-shirt, and then after that, it's done. Nobody cared. But when the idea came about putting this in the clothing, the first thing I said was, I'm not using the regular shirts in the market. Because if I do it, this thing will just come the same wave and then out.
Yeah.
And I say, if I'm doing this, I want to do it for good.
Do it the right way.
Do it the right way. So we took our time, we put out just one piece. I gave it to Benita. She was traveling. When she posted, it went wild. Everybody like, can we have this? I was like, yo, relax. I'm not putting it out yet. So we did 22 pieces after. I said, if I sell this, people will buy it because they want to support me. I don't want it. I sold a lot, but I want patronize. The moment you use the word patronize, I'm not selling to you. Because first thing, me, you do not value this thing. You just want to buy it because of me. I want you to buy it and wear it so somebody else can want it.
Yeah.
So that way it led to more people seeing the Too Easy at a very early age, and then it started to grow on social media. Because the moment you have it, I mean, imagine somebody make just 22 pieces and then you opportune to get one of the 22.
Exactly.
Of course, if you post a picture, a lot of people go on it and be happy for you. You feel different, you feel happy.
Yeah.
That's exactly where we took the whole Be Different from. It make you feel like you are the king in that space, or
like
the
you're
queen in
special.
this space. You're special. First 22, of course, everybody wanted to be there, and then here we are.
So from what I'm gathering is when you started this clothing line, in the first 22 pieces that was made, you created a demand for it.
A demand for
And
it.
that's how people bought into it. Now everybody wants
Everybody wants
a piece of the pie.
Of course, of course.
My next question is, there have been a lot of, I wouldn't say dignitaries, I would just say high profile individual wearing your t-shirt. Is that part of your marketing strategy, or do they actually buy it?
They actually buy it. The thing is, when we started, they were never part of the target list. Right? But again, it's hard to write out politicians in Liberia because they are the actual celebrities in our country. Not the musicians, not the movie stars, not anybody, but the politicians are the ones that everybody bow to. Right? So a lot of them started to wear Too Easy. The funny thing is, Snow was wearing Too Easy before I met him. It took months before we met him. Before I met him, even Miguel, I've never met Miguel. We have never spoken.
But they posted
of course. Even I was surprised. He posted on, it was in March, last year March on the 3rd, we did an event, our first pop-up after we launched. And then he posted and said, I heard today is National Too Easy Day. I'm wearing my Too Easy. I'm like, oh. So now this is gone.
He's keeping up with the culture.
Right. So most of these guys that you see, of course, I've handed a t-shirt to the president. I've gifted a t-shirt to the former president through some friends and other things. But beyond that, I've never reached out to any other politician. I really wish we could meet and have a conversation, because this can help a lot of people. Like Tao, one way he has been a very strong supporter. Because of Too Easy, we have built a very strong connection where we have conversations. But beyond that, there's nothing more.
That is great. So now, the next question is, we are in Liberia. To be more precise, we are in Monrovia. What are some of the challenges you face as a business in Liberia?
So where we are, the market space is very small.
Okay.
And now we have a lot of players in the game, so you got to stay on your toes. That is a challenge, and it is an opportunity for you to always be on the edge of doing something new. But beyond that, the chances of survival is slim, right? Very, very slim. There are statistics that tell you that most likely, approximately over 80% small businesses die, right? Either because of lack of finance or lack of management skills or whatever it is. And today, I will tell you, we still struggle a lot of managerial part of the business. And I started this with no prior idea of how to run a business. I was just a marketing guy and some cool dude who just knew the right people in the right spaces to do the right things, but nothing about managing an entire business, which has turned into a whole revolution, right? So I've been struggling with that, and I think a lot of startup businesses struggle with that when it comes to how you manage your finance, how you source funding from other spaces and stuff. And thankfully, we are still surviving, but it has been kicking us a lot.
Wow.
And to throw this out, I know a lot of people think, oh, maybe one of the politicians has given us money to run this business. 100% owned by me. Not a day I've taken $5 from anybody and said, can you lend me this $5? Let me invest into this business. It has never happened. It started with me putting my own cash in the money that we have been able to rotate over the time is what has been keeping the business.
So from your business standpoint right now, would you say Too Easy is making profits, or are you guys, there are guys on business where they say it's just from hand to mouth. Would you, where is Too Easy right now? Can Too Easy stand on its own?
Too Easy is actually standing on its own right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we make some profits, but it's challenging because we invest so much into making new products. And what happened is every time we try to make better products and not to escalate the prices. So what happened is, in case of making more money, we make less. And we'll have to reinvest. So there's a time, which is very funny. I went to the bank, I requested the bank statement. So I saw the bank statement, I was like, I said, but there's money. I seen that we've been passing,
Yeah.
but where's the money? And so I spoke to somebody else. I'm really scared. I don't know what's happening. What if people start buying me the business will fall because we do not have enough money in savings and stuff. But then I realized that every money that comes, we're reinvesting the money into the business.
Yeah.
And that is exactly why the business is growing the way it's growing.
Yeah.
Or else nothing will be happening. So over the time, we have invested so much. So we don't really keep cash. So the moment the money comes,
Put it back into the
put it back into the business. So a lot of time people advise that you gotta do that until maybe the first 5 and then see if the business can start.
stand on its own
Yes, completely now.
Okay. How long has Too Easy been running for?
Just over a year.
Over a year.
Yeah.
Okay. But you guys have gained so much relevance. I wouldn't say with just the youth. I would say with Liberia as a whole.
Liberia as a whole. Yeah. But I still think we're limited to the counties. We're still trying to see how we can. We launched a campaign called Too Easy for Everybody, which means we're trying to reach every part of Liberia, to everybody most likely that deserve to be motivated to do something with their lives.
Yeah.
So we're trying to see how we can expand to other counties.
Okay. The next thing is, how can one get a t-shirt or hat or a tank top? How can people get some of these merch?
So we got 2 options. One is usually pickups, meaning locally you can just walk to any of our places. We got one here, which is on the airfield. It's called the Too Easy Crib. We have another one, which is the famous one, the Smoke Shop on 5th Street. We started right on the porch.
Yeah, right beside Tools are there.
Yeah, we still keep the idea of staying on the porch.
Yeah.
So we're still there, and then other ways you can reach out to us through social media. So we have Instagram, which is Too Easy, Facebook Too Easy, TikTok Too Easy.
Okay.
And then we'll have our WhatsApp. So basically, if you check under the pages, you see the number, and then you can just use it to reach out to us.
All right. So guys, what we will do is we'll put the number on the screen and we'll put the Instagram and the Facebook on the screen so you can see how to get in contact with them or how to get some of these merch. The next question I want to ask you is, I know this might sound a certain type of way, but how do you deal with competition? I mean, we've spoken about it, but for my audience sake, how
I
do you
can
deal
tell
with
you all the
competition?
things I told him, but one thing I can be able to say is I play with free mind, open mind, and I believe the space we're in, everybody deserves to eat. So once they're doing something good, why not? But again, it encourages people to do more.
Yeah.
I've been able to look at the people in the game. There are a couple of them that I really like personally that I could recommend any day to anybody, which of course I will not mention. But I always follow what they do to see how we can do something better. Funny how there's this one time we had a design, and right before we could send it to the manufacturer, we saw another clothing brand putting something very similar. It has happened 2 times actually.
So you had to go back into the lab. And
So
do
the
something.
moment I saw it, I took the screenshot, I sent it to the designer.
Yeah.
I said, thank God we didn't do this.
They will say it's a copy.
What if we had produced that particular product, right? It would have been a whole big issue.
Yeah.
I mean, the design, not the same wordings, but it was so similar.
Really?
Right. So there was another one. We're trying to do a crop top.
Yeah.
I sent it to my guy, I think a couple of months back. So recently, somebody else put the crop top when I saw like, oh. So I sent him the screenshot. I sent him for the inspo.
Yeah.
And sent him the one the person did. I said, see how similar it is. This is what we wanted to do. Now somebody else.
Somebody already did it.
Got this up, but at least I mean, that's the game. And my guy who designed for me, he always say, if you don't do it, your competitor will do it.
Yeah.
So he used that word to remind me that I delayed
Exactly.
the first one.
Exactly.
Right? So he said, if you don't do it, your competitor will do it, and people will like it. Because if 2 of you can think about the same stuff, it means it's good enough.
Yeah. You know, my girlfriend, she's not here now, but she always says something. It's like when God gives you an idea and you waste time to implement it, He takes it from you and
Put it in
another person's head. Like, okay, since you're wasting time, take it and put it in there. There was a time where I shot a video about Broad Street, just how a drone footage of Broad Street, and I wasted so much time. I had the footage on hand
Just to put it out.
just to edit and just put it out. I wasted so much time, and then a friend of mine, Dexter, I don't know if you know
Yeah, I
Dexter.
know Dexter.
Dexter released
A
a video of Broad Street when I just got done editing Broad Street. So I had to let his video go and let my idea just
Maybe after some time you can put content do not die.
Yeah. After some time. After some time. Yeah. All right. So the next question is, do you manufacture your clothes here in Liberia, or do you
We
import?
used to, but we stopped now because of the materials we're using, the type of prints we are doing. Now we have moved the regular shirt.
Yeah, I
not
see the
this.
embroidery and stuff.
Yeah, this is embroidery. The regular shirt that we do, the famous one, we used to do vinyl, but we're doing that locally. But when we knew almost everybody in the game do vinyl, material. We
Yeah.
gotta do something different. So we started doing silicone. And silicone print is not done here. So now we do silicone fully in China.
Okay.
And now we moved to another one which is called Puff. We have another t-shirt that have the Bentopsen 1847, Dare to Be Different, my favorite tee. Those ones carry Puff print. It's not done here. No other brand is doing that.
So now this make me want to ask another question. Why do you think that these things are not? Is it that Liberians aren't investing into?
No, I think the machines are complex. I was trying to get a machine because I know maybe we could run out of the t-shirts, and before I get a shipment to come from China, it takes so much time that I could get it locally. I could get it done locally. So when I put in for the machines, plain blank, the Chinese people told me it would be very much complicated to work with.
Wow.
So if you do not have experts,
Yeah.
do not invest. So now I was only able to buy a vinyl machine and a heat press. Even a DTF machine I couldn't buy. I have never used DTF locally.
Yeah.
Like we did a collaboration with Small Guy. We
Okay.
did DTF, but we did that in China.
Okay.
We couldn't do it. We got a DTF here. It's terrible. Yeah, there was a t-shirt that we did a design that you have been out since last year. We took it to, I think, 3 or 4 different printing presses. Nobody could get the print right. They damaged almost, I think, 6 or 7 different t-shirts on sample issuing. And the moment we sent it to China, it came out
Perfect.
of course.
So this is another thing we have to address as Liberians. We need to equip people with the right skills.
Yeah.
You understand? And
There are some that are doing well, like Magic Prints, Too Sweet. I heard that even a guy who does his print, he sent him to China to learn.
Oh, that's great.
Because he's like the powerhouse for advertisement and printing now. So it's only right that you invest into your staff.
Yeah. All right. So Too Easy 5 years from now?
A global recognition, of course. We're working every day to see how we can expand beyond the borders of Liberia. We have that's why we collaborated with Small Girl from Ghana. If you know him, you know he's the top dog. We're looking to see how we can get into the Ghanaian space. We know it's a very, very big one.
It's a big market.
They have Free the Youth, they have Charlie.
Yeah.
Those are actual big players that spend a lot of money behind advertisement. But we're seeing what we can do. We're trying to launch in the US. Everything goes right. This year we'll be launching in the US and other places. So we're looking forward to just having fun. Of course, it has always been about the fun. So we'll just continue to have fun and see how we can expand.
Another thing you mentioned, launching in the US. When I asked you about how people can get your merch, you only mentioned Liberia. Presently, is there a way for people to get it outside of the country?
But we are working on getting our website should be up hopefully this March.
Okay.
And we are trying to source a distributor in the US.
Okay.
Who, if you order from the site, they receive the order and then just do the shipment. So we are doing special designs, special qualities and stuff that go straight to the US because the pricing will be completely different on taxes and other stuff.
Yeah.
And here we sell 15, 20 in the US. They will find it too cheap and no value.
Exactly.
So we're trying to see how we can better the quality of the t-shirts and how we price it better than what we price here.
Yeah. Apart from that, man, the US is so complicated. They have standard for everything.
Right.
Everything has to be a certain standard.
Yeah, we're trying to work with in-house standard currently. Yeah.
So I understand if the prices will be different.
But all the time we sell in the US, we maintain price.
Okay.
Whatever we sell here, we sell there. All you do is you just pay for the shipment across states.
Okay.
It has been very complicated because there are times the person who is handling has to be at work or they got school.
Yeah.
So currently I have a shipment that I sent to the US since July. We have not been able to retrieve the shipment. Yeah, it left in one of those rotational movements. So we can even there were tote bags, there were t-shirts, there were so many items that we sent.
Wow.
It was for the 26th season and we couldn't do anything about it. So now we are very afraid how we ship stuff to the US. So we're trying to get the rightful way to be able to get people to just order online. You do not enter out anybody. You just order what you want and you get it.
So in that type of scenario wherein people order something and they don't get it, do you guys refund them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do that.
So you guys
even
are trusted.
currently, if you buy an item and maybe 1 or 2 times you wear and then have an issue, you the moment you contact us, we'll tell you to return.
So there's warranty.
Yeah, we do not mention warranty, but we'll make sure because we want the customers to be happy.
Yeah.
We know factory issues happen and we do not blame the factory issues on the customers.
Yeah.
So once there's a problem, we just take it out and then replace. It has happened, especially when we used to work local, when we used to print locally. Of course,
so many
there'll be a lot of issues. So the moment there's that issue, we're like, please bring it back. We'll replace.
Man, this is the first I've heard from any
Right. We'll always do
company.
that. We'll always do that.
You understand? And it's good. It helps strengthen your customer or client base.
Mm.
All right, so last question will be, what can you tell anybody who's trying to do what you're doing, or somebody who's just trying to create a business in Liberia and think that they have to travel out there before they come back, and you understand? What advice do you have for somebody like that?
The truth is, your voice is easily heard in a small room than in a bigger space.
Okay.
On a football field, you stand middle of the football field with no microphone, nobody will hear you from the stands.
Yeah.
But if in a small space, it's easy to get heard and seen. So if you are in Liberia and you want to start a business, just figure out how to be original. That's the number one way to get
Yes,
out.
sir.
Once you are original with the idea, it's easy for you to grow into it. But you know, somebody say if you're faking in life, it becomes very hard to live as compared to when you're doing your stuff naturally.
Yeah.
Naturally, you just get better at it.
Exactly.
So once you want to start a business, know that there's a room for you to grow in Liberia. It's difficult, but there's a way, right?
Okay.
And once you start to explore, most likely there's nothing touching you. You just go. Because here, your friends will most likely support you. And you start with that family line. Once your friends start to support you, and me, the people around your friends will support because their friends
They'll be
are
influenced by your
supporting
friends.
you, and then it starts to grow into a whole nother thing. So there's always a room to do something good. So just be original, and life could be for you.
Okay. Lastly, I want to ask, do you think consistency played a key role in your growth?
Yes, we do not sleep. Me and the guy that design, we spend literally every night together. Basically, I have 4 hours of sleep every day unless I have nothing to
Wow.
do. Yeah, so I'm a night person. I've always been a night person. So we spend the night working. Like currently, we have design for maybe the entire year.
Yeah.
But we're still working on designs that we could replace other designs and other stuff that we have already produced.
Wow.
Right, like we have items produced for now until July 26th.
Yeah.
We already have items that could run. I could say
For
I'm
this
working
year.
for this year. I could say I'm not working anymore, and we're not doing no new design. We're just putting out what we already produced. We can release from now to July without even doing anything new. It's there, and we already have designs that if we put it, they're currently we put in for production. That if we produce, it can run us until end of the year. But we are still working on designs every day. Just because we know somebody could do something similar, or maybe this is not nice anymore. There are times we have done certain designs and they are not nice to me. Other people like it, but like I'm praying let this finish and we're not bringing it back.
And then you just discontinue it.
No, once it's done, it's done.
Damn. Okay, guys. So the last thing I want to talk about is I think Too Easy is a brand that I myself would like to support just by coming here and understanding his story. I mean, what he's telling you now is the same thing he told me, but with me, he went in details with me behind the camera. You understand? Not in front of the camera, I mean. And he's doing a lot for Liberians and especially his staff. I don't want to say anything, but you know, you're employing people, you're helping them out with a lot of things. I told you, like when I started YouTube, everybody was asking, you know, how do you get paid? And now I'm employing people. It's a blessing. And I only employ one person, but you have employed
over 10 persons.
Over 10 persons. That's like 10 mouths to feed.
We are housing some of them, schooling some of them. So it's a beautiful thing.
It's a very beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So most definitely, this is the brand that I want for everybody to support. Just know that whatsoever you are giving them is going back.
We are trying to start something called Too Easy for Communities.
Okay.
What happened? We did some pilot project in December wherein we gave, you know, I'm from Lokinta, it's very hard.
Yeah, I know.
So we gave 100 t-shirts to 100 kids to wear for Christmas. And beyond that, we trying to do so much. How can we empower different communities, either by speaking to them or giving them whatever it is, not just Too Easy outfits, whatever it is. So we're trying to launch the Too Easy for Communities campaign. There's another one we're trying to do to speak to people, which is a podcast.
Okay.
We are currently we are already running trials on where it will speak to different successful people on how they can inspire their own community through the version of Too Easy.
Yeah.
Also, we are trying to do another one wherein we can go to the streets and find people who need help and figure out how we can help them. Because this is beyond just clothing for us. It's a whole republic, and there's so much happening in the country. And we want to take it out. And we are coming with the Too Easy passport, of course.
What is that?
If you are a citizen of the Republic of Too Easy, you deserve a passport. And we are bringing a passport.
That is mind blowing. But I would like to know what the passport does.
So the passport, we're still creating the art. The design is already done.
Okay.
Just today I reminded the guy that he needed to send me the quotation for the production. So what we'll do with the passport, initial thought is, at first we thought we could just use it, face a case. So when people want to travel, they just put our passport in it.
Oh,
but like, no, that's not cool.
Okay.
Anything could happen. But what if we turn it into a way where we can design an actual passport?
Yeah.
Whenever you buy, we stamp a sheet or a space, and then the more stamps you get, the more points you get to get discounts or free.
Oh, that's great. At least you benefit from having a passport.
Yes, you benefit from being a too easy person.
I still think, the passport holder too would be nice.
Of course, yes. Both of them, I think both of them will play. Both of them will
I still think
play.
it would be nice. It would be good when I'm traveling. I can just put my passport
and
in
then
it.
there's a cover of just too easy.
Yeah.
But the design is fine. Maybe the Liberian government, either they arrest me or they tell me the design and that's possible for them.
They shoot.
One of them will happen.
Alright guys, so if you enjoyed today's video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to follow Too Easy. We're going to put their Instagram on the screen. And reach out to them. You understand? If you want tote bags, hats, t-shirts, tank tops, jerseys. They are the kings in street clothing. I don't know, are you guys going to branch off in the future from street clothing to maybe corporate or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We are coming with the Too Easy campus.
Okay.
I'm telling you all the plans aside. Okay. So we are coming with the Too Easy campus, which will have printing, it will have tailoring shop.
Okay.
It will have so many things happening.
Okay, that's great.
And a full creative space for just people who are into the fashion world to just come and learn and just explore the art.
That would be nice. Do you know how many fashion students that graduate and nothing to do?
Yes, they just come and they put their creativity into use. If it's good enough, we'll put the pieces out and then you get shirts. And we are doing something maybe this March.
Okay.
Wherein we're bringing artists, those are draw to do a competition.
Wow.
You with the best design, we'll put it on a t-shirt, we'll produce and sell for both of us.
That is nice.
Yes, we're just trying to support everybody as much as possible.
That is nice. You guys are giving so much to the community, so I must commend you guys on that.
Yes.
So yeah, man. The name again?
Abubakar Siddiq Jallo.
I see why they say you're not Liberia, man.
Of course, the J is Jallo, the A in the Jag is Abubakar, the C is Siddiq. That's why I don't have a K.
Oh, okay.
That's my initial.
So it's a JAC.
JAC, yeah, my initial.
Anyway, it was nice having you on the channel.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being a part of
Truly
this.
appreciate this.
All right.